From Hawaii to Haiti, from Honduras to Hungary, it's Halloween in Clash of Clans. Welcome, fellow fans. It is your host, Galvadon. Check out the epic new Halloween loading screen. You knew it was coming, and we've got all sorts of stuff to report on for the Clashoween season. We will cover it all today, and you know, as always, you can count on this channel to cover your Clash of Clans needs, so make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on, and if you would be so kind as to use code Galvadon. Use a creator code in the shop. My favorite is Galvadon, but remember, this is something that doesn't cost anybody anything except for Supercell. It is like wasting money if you don't use a creator code. They only last for 7 days, so make sure you recheck it before you make a purchase in the shop. Now, yes, we have a new trick or treat Halloween obstacle, and this again is the developer build, so sometimes numbers change. Also, we saw back there at the beginning that there are a couple of seasonal troops coming, right? You've got the Royal Ghost and you've got the Giant Skeleton that are coming up very soon and only will be available in-game until the end of the month. And if you want to see footage from the previous versions of the Royal Ghost and the Giant Skeleton, check out these videos. I will link above in the top right-hand corner of years ago videos when these troops were seasonally in the game before, and they should be pretty much just about the same now as they were way back then. But you know what isn't the same? That's right, there's another Halloween scenery, the spooky scenery. And at first I was resistant, right? Another $7 or whatever it costs in your country to, okay, wait a minute. This one's slightly cooler than the other Halloween scenery, right? That was a fan-made one, which was really cool, and I liked it. And I have been sporting it so far this October, but come on! Look at this. Absolutely. I'm getting a little bit of vertigo here just looking at this thing, but a beautiful setup, and I love the whole floating idea. It seems like they've taken this another step, because remember, in the epic magic scenery, we also had some floating rocks out there. And now, oh yeah, even you've got this weird 3D effect going on. I really like this. It's kind of maybe taken from the clan capital maps. If you take a look at those, you kind of get that same idea about everything floating up in the sky somewhere. So now good luck with that. Just be careful with those bridges. And then it looks like, I think, I'm not positive, but it looks like each of these different buildings is dedicated to a different troop. So if you go kind of take a look, you could see that theme happening. And yes, there was a banana. I definitely zoomed in on the banana a few seconds ago. But exciting. I love it. I will bite the bullet and go ahead and purchase the scenery. It doesn't look like there's going to be any other skins currently. So we've got the Queen, and then you could always have the Skeleton King to kind of match things up and have it look all cool. But yes, I love this scenery. I'm definitely a fan. Check out the Valkyrie building right there with the poor, she doesn't look very healthy, but okay. So that's the scenery, and you've got the troops, and let's move on and talk about some good and bad stuff over here on the other side. Now, of course, yes, did I put those links up? The Royal Ghost, the Giant Skeleton, if I didn't, I will now, and if I did then, I won't now, or if I did both, and then I did one or not the other, or maybe one went earlier and the other was now, but you get the point. So you can play with those for a little while till the end of the month. I think they end right around November 1st. But, okay, this next subject is a sensitive one, but I've got great news for you guys. Remember recently when I complained about a couple of the challenges being too difficult or not being puzzle-like enough? And what I mean is, I love the idea of a challenge that is put together so that once you've figured out the basic strategy, it's easy. So here we go, Frozen Frame. This is a really cool but relatively easy challenge, and this is how to beat it. Drop 2 Royal Ghosts on the clan castle right here. They take out the clan castle before it deploys and the Barbarian King. Then your 5 Giant Skeletons go on these 5 Tesla farms that are hidden around the ghost. Then, what I've been doing is carefully placing both of my bat spells down here on those poison towers that are to the right of the town hall. Immediately after, I drop the Archer Queen to the left of the town hall. And finally, a couple more Royal Ghosts inside the ghost where there is another Tesla farm waiting, and that's it. I doubt anybody is going to beat this on the first try. You need to know where the Tesla farms are, but once you do, then it's smooth sailing on the easy spooky challenge, right? We just drop everything. Like we said, the skeletons go down. They will wipe out all of the Teslas. The poison is going to be triggered by the bats. The Archer Queen is going to be safely out of range, and she will take down all of those towers down there. Oh, I did drop a couple of Royal Ghosts. Fine, okay. Asterisk. I dropped a couple of Royal Ghosts down there on those poison towers, but beware, there are a ton of spring traps right around where the trick-or-treat obstacles are lurking just above and to the left of the poison towers, and you will lose any and all Royal Ghosts that you drop over there. And that's, I mean, yeah, I was so happy to see this because I'm sick and tired of really difficult challenges that the average Clasher is not going to likely ever beat. So here we have two versions, one where, yes, pretty much anybody, even without watching a guide, can destroy it with a few practice attempts. And then we have the difficult one. And yeah, okay, we went and talked to Itsu about this one. I did. And if you want to see his guide, make sure you check out Itsu's YouTube channel in both English and German. But the interesting fact is the strategy is almost exactly the same. Itsu's strategy does vary right here. He drops the Barbarian King to take out all of the poison towers at once. I love that. That is brilliant. And then he also uses the Archer Queen over here on the right-hand side. And then the bat spells, he's going to drop them at 3 o'clock, way on the right-hand corner. And yes, believe it or not, if you've taken all of the Teslas out of the core, then there's really nothing to stop the bat spells. Remember, those are bomb towers, and that should be a big hint, right? I mean, there's nothing that is going to target air. Even the Expos are set to ground only, so the bat spells, even though there's only 2, are going to annihilate everything. But beware, you can see there are a ton of skeletons that will pop out and decimate your ground troops. There's also a Tesla that was still standing on the top right here. I dropped a Royal Ghost to take out that Tesla, and then that was it. We did get this one done right away. So the good news is, yes, these are relatively easy challenges. The first one, I think anybody can wipe out and pick up that shovel for free, even without a guide. And the second one, I think players are going to be turning to guides to try to get through it. It is a little bit harder, but once you've got the basics, you know, the puzzle pieces, the keys, then it's going to be easy. You need to realize that bats will face no opposition once the Teslas are gone. Take them out, the bats have a heyday. The skeletons are also even going to get wiped out by the bats should they happen to spawn and get in your way. And yes, the Phoenix hasn't even needed to hatch its egg for my Barbarian King. No, this isn't the greatest swag attack ever, but I'm not interested in that. I just want to get it done, get the reward. It is a super potion, so it's handy. You might as well pick it up as long as the guide helps you, and I hope it did. And if it didn't, go watch Itsu's video because I'm sure he'll do a great job explaining it as well. Now, I did check myself before I wrecked myself. What I mean is, I did it again. I just back-to-back beat this challenge using Itsu's strategy to make sure that it's easy for everybody. And again, once you know where everything is, then it's pretty straightforward. I love the King. I love that. That is just the coolest thing, that the King triggers every single poison tower. And again, make sure that you've cleared every single Tesla. I use a couple of Royal Ghosts right here on those 2 Teslas, and then the Expos are ground. You know that the bat spells on the right-hand side are going to annihilate everything. In fact, their damage is so fast, they will often outpace the remaining poison towers that are in the middle of the base. You see I dropped a Royal Ghost on one of them, but there is another one at the top of the screen, and it's going to get annihilated. At the bottom left, I dropped a couple of Royal Ghosts way down in the bottom corner just to make sure the poison towers didn't have time to respawn. Again, the skeletons are scary, but you don't have to worry because the bats are going to annihilate all of that. You can see even the poison tower gets obliterated. The bomb towers are a joke, and it's just a matter of waiting until the bats get through everything else. So it's a fun challenge. I think it's really cool once you've figured out what to do with it. We will be doing this on, well, maybe not 32 accounts, but at least a handful, at least 5 or 6 of my accounts will get this done. Gotta love the shovel, gotta love the super potion as well. And I'm glad that we finally have Clash Halloween or Clashoween underway, because it is always a fun time of year, and yes, us obstacle collectors are going to be happy to see more decorations popping up. These are really, really cool, and look, they're not called Halloween Obstacle, which is really cool as well. Okay, so there you go. That's it. You guys can actually get this done. You don't need to forget the challenge, okay? Let's RTC. Let's remember this challenge because they're going to be easy to get done if you actually took the time to watch a guide video or consult Itsu like I did, but that's fine. Anyway, okay, thank you guys, Galafam, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You know, you are the true hashtag Galafam. Happy Clashoween. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet, and I hope to see every last one of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galidon, I know why Halloween's your favourite holiday, because you dress like it every day of the year.